gives me a segue into a famous commercial I did for Doritos.
Okay.
It's called Laundromat. And
Okay.
it's a Super Bowl spot. And in the commercial, there's Sean Hayes from
Yeah.
Will and Grace and the podcast now.
Yeah.
Sean, before he was famous, he's in this commercial. And what it is, it's two guys sitting in a laundromat. And a hot chick walks in. And the guys are sitting there eating Doritos. And they look at her like, whoa. You know, and then they start showing off, throwing Doritos in the air and catching them. And she walks over, takes the Doritos, throws them in the dryer, and then she eats them all. But anyway, so what happened was this girl, the story's never been told publicly, but she got famous from this commercial. Ali Landry.
Okay.
So she was
Ali Landry in the laundromat commercial.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Doritos girl. She's known as the Doritos girl. She got very famous. She got her own TV shows after this. Like, it made her career. But anyway,
That's cool.
so she wasn't my first choice. To your point,
Okay.
we did casting. We probably saw 300 girls for this. I needed someone that was obviously personality, obviously looked good. I needed a bit of a gymnast because all the tricks she had to do while she was showing off for the guys, splits and a little flip and all kinds of stuff. So I needed someone that could perform a bit. And it was a girl that came in who was, like I said, I had a vision in my mind of who this person is. She walked in and she was perfect. But she showed up to casting in a miniskirt. And I had specifically asked that they show up in gym clothes or tights because I needed them to do some gymnastics. So she showed up and I said, do you do gymnastics? Oh, yeah. Okay. You're not dressed properly to do this here. She said, no, I don't want to do it. I said, okay, well, I'm doing some more callbacks tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. I'd like to see you do some gymnastics. So wear some tights or something, you know. So the next day, so anyway, she left and we were finished for the day. And I said to the ad agency, that's her. And they said, yeah, that's her. She's great. Her personality's perfect. She looks perfect. She's exactly what we want. The girl next door. Boom. Okay, we'll see her tomorrow. So she comes in next day, and again, she's not dressed appropriately. So I said, I asked you to wear tights. And she said, oh, yeah, I forgot. I said, okay. So she left. I said, look, can you come back? Now, the agency's leaving town. So I said, can you come back tomorrow? I'll do a special session just for you tomorrow. So the agency leaves, and I said, she's the girl. I got a call from her agent saying she's not coming in.
Oh.
So I was like, why not? So she thinks it's goofy. She doesn't want to do it. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. She thinks it's corny, goofy. Okay. So our second choice was Ali Landry.
Oh my God.
So Ali comes in. She does the spot. Runs on the Super Bowl. The next morning, she's on Howard Stern.
Oh my
As
God.
Howard Stern says, there was this hot chick in the Super Bowl commercial, and he gets her on the air. She's on Howard Stern. That night, she's on Leno.
Jesus.
Boom, her career just took off, like to the point where she got her own show. She hosted. She became like a Ryan Seacrest kind of host.
Okay.
You know, America's Funniest Animals, America's Funniest
Okay.
Videos. Like she did a bunch of those kind of shows. She did guest appearances on sitcoms, and she got famous. Her name, she's famous now.
I know her name.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Ali Landry, and she wasn't the stereotypical girl next door. She was a little more glam, and I wasn't crazy about that, but it worked.
Well, what's interesting, I mean, imagine if the first girl's watching this right now and she may be kicking herself saying, oh my God, that could have been me, whatever.
She should be.
But did Ali have something that made that her? And if the other girl did your commercial, would the same thing would have happened?
Hard to
Howard
tell.
Stern and all that.
Hard to tell because I don't know. I don't know how because of what we had to put her through in the spot, like her looks and things, and the way she reacted to the guys and the way she interacted with the guys. You only sort of learn that as you're shooting it a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how
it would have went.
How receptive she would have been. And I mean, I would have made her look good. I would have made the spot.
Yeah.
I don't think the spot would have been dramatically different with her.
Sure.
But for me, it was the first look. Like the first look at her is like wholesome girl next door, versus Ali Landry is more of a bombshell kind of Miss America,
Okay.
Miss USA kind of big hair, and it's like different sensibility. But hey, it worked out fine. The spot, was on the Super Bowl and got a lot of attention, and we ended up doing another one the next year with her, which is pretty. Give me 1 second. Okay. Which is pretty funny because so now she gets super famous this year, right after the Super Bowl, and she's on all kinds of TV shows. Following year, the agency comes to me, said we want to do part 2 of this spot. Okay, so what is it? It's for super hot Doritos. Okay, so what's the story? We're in a college in a library, and she walks into the library, and all the kids are there, all the boys are there looking at their books, and she opens the bag of hot Doritos, takes a bite, and all the sprinklers go off because it's so hot.
I remember this.
Man, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so she walks through the library purposely eating the chips to make the sprinklers go off to soak the boys. So she
Okay.
so that's the spot. So we hire her. Great. The guy Sean Hayes from Will and Grace, he's now famous.
Yeah. Okay.
So we try and get him, but he's too much money.
Oh, jeez.
Now he's too much money. So
Wow.
the day before, so we had to build a set. We had to build this library set because we had to make it rain in there. We couldn't use the library. So we built a giant set on stage, and we built it 6 inches off the floor so the water could drain between takes. There were 1/8 gaps between the floorboards. So a huge set, like a $500,000 set probably. Huge set.
Yeah, I remember the spot. It's brilliant.
And
Unreal.
so, and the way we played it out was, it's like you see a clock ticking. So all the kids run to the library because they know what's going to happen, kind of thing. So they all get to the library and they're watching the clock. And at 12, the door opens and she comes in, and the kids are all like, and then the sprinklers go off, and they all put up umbrellas like to watch her walk by. Anyway, so funny thing happens. The day before we built this set, we're lighting it, pre-light. We get a call from her agent, my producer sitting over there at the table, and we get a call, and I hear my producer sort of arguing with somebody, and I'm not really paying attention, but I look at her, what's wrong? And she puts her hand over the phone. She says, Ali's agent. I said, okay, what's up? Ali doesn't want to come in at 6:30 tomorrow morning. So I said, because we had a 6:30 call because there's a ton of hair and makeup and
Yeah.
it's the early start. And I said, she doesn't want to come in at 6:30. No, she wants to come in at like 9. I said, who's out on the phone? She said, her agent. Give me the phone. So I took the phone. Who's this? And the guy tells me his name. I said, this is Steve Chase, the director. I'm the guy that found Ali Landry last year. Remember me? Tell you what, if she's not here at 6:30, I will find another pretty girl to walk down the aisle eating a Doritos. It's that easy.
Fucking A.
And I just hung up, and she was there, 6:30.
I bet.
Wow.
But that's what happens. The agents get in the way.
Yeah.
If I asked her, she probably said, I'll be there. But the agents are like, I'm going to protect my girl. I'm going to protect. Yeah, you're an idiot.
That's hilarious.